Misapplication.
Strange that their very elevation was a misapplication, that to raise seemed to falsify.
Punctuation.
Punctuation rules are different in every language.
Dreadful.
They must be dreadful beasts.
Episode.
So, I hear you and Hun had a little episode in the hallway.
Sump. Opportunism.
This opportunism melds with determination to produce a powerful cocktail of self-belief.
Inextricably.
Our health and future is inextricably linked to that of our oceans.
Deferment.
Most people who objected to the Vietnam War avoided the draft however they could, burning their draft cards or using a complicated series of deferments like future President Bill Clinton did.
Unpublished.
My dear fellow, we all have chapters we would rather keep unpublished.
Gratification.
He just thinks about the here and now and the immediate gratification.
Elitist.
Young people are losing faith in an elitist education system.
Valid.
We have a valid contract.
Librarian.
The librarian told me that you like war history.
Disputation. Castigate.
The giant social network is castigated for serious privacy failings.
Signify.
Pumpkins signify autumn, the harvest.
Disturbance.
I am sorry for the disturbance.
Amuse.
I'm so bored. Amuse me.
Hilarity.
Yes, Elena. I find hilarity in the lengths that I have to go to repeatedly save your life.
Collaboration.
Science is not only about collaboration, but also about competition.
Expropriation.
Expropriation of the land was approved.
Vocalize.
He is often reported vocalizing his dislike of other celebrities.
Paramount.
Your help is paramount to our success.
Irreplaceable.
You can't fire him because medically speaking, he is irreplaceable.
Tackle.
We've tackled some strange cases.
Supreme.
In time, the Supreme Court heard the case.
Rid.
I had to get rid of the old couch, Todd.
Opposite.
I'm in a position to notify you of the most opposite timing.
Assertion.
From now on, when I make an assertion, I need you to challenge it.
Headstrong.
You described your sister to me as headstrong, willful.
Dock.
So what exactly are you unloading on my dock?
Plank. A door. For the plank inside the door, we had this door bolt.
Elude.
She's already faked her death to elude me. Now she's back.
Brusque.
His voice was strange, brusque. Ego, put down that cask.
Throughout.
It would prove that tigers live throughout Bhutan.
Branch.
They used the branch of an old tree as a seat.
Unpalatable.
Politically, that is an unpalatable thought.
Meander.
The river meanders through the mountains to the east.
Unpretentious.
That is the kind of thoughtful, unpretentious people that they are.
Instructive.
I would say overall the experience was instructive.
Offset.
He also promised increased spending to offset the economic impact.
Reachable.
This figure is continuing to rise further as broadband services become more reachable.
Tolerance.
Our school has zero tolerance for fighting.
Irreconcilable.
Media reports claim she filed paperwork on September 19th citing irreconcilable differences.
Amend.
But amending the Constitution is a difficult process.
Rebound.
As we were leaving Godric's Hollow, I cast a curse and it rebounded.
Idolatrous.
Praying to an image was regarded as idolatrous.
Unobtainable.
Dreams are not unobtainable. You follow your goal and you don't give up.
Physiologist.
Russian physiologist Ivan Pavlov focused on conditioned reflexes.
Embargo.
For its part, the European Union has imposed an embargo on Iranian oil.
Quart.
Now the human body holds 6 quarts of blood.
Wiry.
He was kind of skinny and wiry and full of energy.
Simplification.
I knew nothing of the simplification at which he aimed.
Hypercritical.
And what that means is that when somebody approaches you at work and they're being hypercritical,
Crystallize.
Leave it on the shelf too long and honey begins to crystallize.
Novelty.
The novelty of fatherhood did not wear off.
Considerably.
The sea had risen considerably.
Stampede.
It's unclear what set off the stampede.
Anemic. The WHO estimates 25% of the population to be anemic.
Pigeonhole.
I do not like being pigeonholed.
Consequence.
Please consider the consequences of your actions.
Arch.
The water rising nearly to the keystones of the arches of the bridges.
Cantankerous.
I'm so sick of her. She is so cantankerous. She's never pleased.
Reluctant.
Ivy was quite reluctant to let me come.
Boorishness.
Addiction.
Were you aware that she was twice treated for alcohol addiction?
Pachyderm.
He returned with records revealing the relative heft of the resident pachyderms.
Ingenuous.
I should have liked you better if you hadn't made that ingenuous appeal to my sympathies.
Dissident.
All suspected dissidents are being detained.
Reuse.
It could be reusing them to cut costs.
Gymnastic.
I went to a mass once in Rome. It was more like a gymnastic display.
Digress.
So, be direct at the start. Don't ramble. Don't digress.
Rejoinder.
Madam, I should like some tea, was the sole rejoinder she got.
Gloat.
I don't mean to gloat, but boy, did I tell you so.
Denouement.
And it's what happens when they clash that gives us our denouement.
Revile.
Advertising's already up there with lawyers as the most reviled.
Stunt.
You know, I did all my own stunts.
Ovation.
I'm giving you a standing ovation.
Evict.
The tenants have been evicted and the building condemned.
Scintillate.
Oh, so funny. Oh, scintillating.
Sustenance.
I see you've brought sustenance for our adventure!
Melodrama.
You can imagine the scene. It was like something from a Victorian melodrama.
Fortune teller.
Fortune teller told me he'll die in office.
Proxy.
I give you my proxy. I know when this is wrapped up.
Slab.
It was a great grim slab of grey stone supported on 4 upright stones.
Cliché.
I'm not ready for a commitment.
Oh, that's such a cliché.
Immobilize.
I'm supposed to immobilize the Chancellor, not kill him.
Disinclination.
She felt that she had no business at Pemberley, and was obliged to assume a disinclination for seeing it.
Inherent.
I accept the inherent risks of our jobs.
Purely.
I was picked purely by chance.
Parity.
I want parity. I want to guarantee that all decisions are arrived at by both partners.
Convention.
The convention is to bring an upset person a hot beverage.
Delegate.
Convention delegates then voted on candidates.
Emancipator.
Sanders says the massive turnout for this event 150 years later is a testament to Lincoln's lasting legacy as the great emancipator who ended slavery in the United States.
Abhorrence.
But disguise of every sort is my abhorrence.
Fictional.
The entire book is just about one fictional, fake human being.
Neutral.
Just try to keep your expression neutral.
Barely.
I'm so nervous, Jane. I barely slept.
Compulsive.
Compulsive hoarding can have a severe effect on a family.
Immure.
After several days immured in his cabin, Collie dies.